Hi, this is Emma Wright with your authorbusiness.com. I'm going to quickly show you how you can build your own WordPress website and also add the hello bar on top whereby you can capture the emails of your potential subscribers. First, you go to the WordPress.com website. I have it right here. If you click on it, the next page it says create a website with WordPress. Log in if you already started the process, but let's say I'm doing it from scratch. We hit get started. Are you doing it as a blog or to start a website? Since we're doing a website, this is the link that we will now click. It'll get you to this page. You can now choose the kind of theme that you want. The theme is the skin of the website, so to speak. So I picked this theme. So it'll bring you to this page, and I'm going to call it your authorroadmap.com. So it'll be author roadmap and blueprint to self-publishing. It'll give you some options. This is the one I'm going to select just for ease of use, because eventually what I'm going to do is I am just going to change the name to Author Roadmap. We start off with this free account, and then later on we'll point to the custom domain name that you've decided on. So you start with free. So before we go on, I wanted to just clarify a couple of things. A lot of people have always confused between WordPress.org and WordPress.com. You can upgrade when you have a WordPress.com to a WordPress.org. When you have a WordPress.org, you need a hosting service, which costs maybe like $3.95 a month, which is essentially the same or very similar to the cost if you have a WordPress.com and you were to upgrade. The thing is with WordPress.com, you can't have your own custom URL. That's a major problem with it. The second thing with WordPress.com is that you have no plugins available. You just have to use whatever they give you in terms of themes and also in terms of plugins. It is better to actually start with WordPress.org. Having said that, I actually started my website, emmawright.com, from a WordPress.com and then later on transferred it to a WordPress.org when I transferred my hosting service. I wanted to just let you know this because this has been a confusion for a lot of people. I would personally suggest that you start with a WordPress.com because it is free. And that way, once you kind of get the hang of it, you can upgrade to a .org. The fastest and easiest way to start your WordPress site is to first get a hosting account either with Bluehost or SiteGround or GoDaddy. And I'm using SiteGround. Go to my account and you need to find out what is the domain name server or hosting service that you're using. For SiteGround, once you get to the My Account page, go to Information and Setting. It will give you the DNS information that you need to point your domain name to. I bought my domain name from Internet BS. You go update DNS list, change the DNS information under the name server, click save, go back to your hosting service account, go to the cPanel over here. Once you click onto it, it will get you onto this page, which is the cPanel page. The next thing you need to do is you need to go to add on domain name here. You click on the add on domain name. It'll bring you onto this page. Put the domain name that you've already purchased over here and it will just populate by itself. Make sure you put the password, and this next thing you need to do, go to add domain. It will configure it for you. Once you have already installed the domain name into the account, you need to go back to My Accounts, go to this panel, click onto the cPanel. You need to go down here, WordPress installer. This is where you need to click the WordPress installer. It'll bring you to this web page where it says Softaculous. Softaculous will basically install it for you automatically. Click install now. From the drop down menu, you choose the new domain name and you make sure that everything is fine and you click install. It'll check for the data. You just wait for it to configure the website for you. Once your installation is successful, it'll tell you that it'll say, congratulations, the software was installed successfully. You need to go back to My Accounts. Once you hit My Accounts, you will see that the new domain name is right there and you can go straight away to the admin panel and you can manage your WordPress site from there. So it will log you in. About WordPress plugins, as you can see, WordPress will automatically recommend you some of the plugins which are important to have for your WordPress. If you see here, there's the Akismat anti-spam. and I would suggest that you activate that, and you're supposed to get your API key. You can just get the basic account and that is fine, and you don't have to pay for it in any way. Press continue, put in your information here, and you can just click it onto $0 per year, and it'll take a few moments to process. Once it's processing, activate the site for this plugin that will help you to prevent spam. Save the changes. The next thing you need to do, look at the other WordPress plugins that is recommended to you. You see here is the Hello Bar for WordPress. The other thing that's also is the Jetpack by WordPress. It says here, bring the power of WordPress Cloud to self-hosted WordPress. It'll enable you to connect your blog to WordPress.com. And the last thing that it recommends for you is the SG Optimizer, which will link your WordPress application with the performance automation for SiteGround. If I visit my page, this is what the website looks like. I haven't configured anything. You can also see down here that you can make the Hello Bar bigger or smaller depending on what you want. See, it's gotten longer now, and you can also decide if you want it to appear immediately or have a 10-second delay, and then you just make sure that you save and publish. It'll bring you to this page. It says that it may take a few minutes for the Hello Bar to show up on your site. You may want to clear up your cache to be able to see the update. There are several ways to install it this way. You can install it yourself. If you click here, it'll tell you the script that you can actually add onto your site, and you have to put it right before the closing body tag. Since we are using a WordPress site, they actually have the plugin already, which you can download, you can install onto your WordPress site. Also, automatically install it as I've done already. It does take a while for it to populate on your WordPress site. It hasn't populated in my WordPress site yet, even though I've already downloaded the plugin. Okay, since we're on the topic of the Hello Bar, as well as getting some kind of a bar or a lead capture on your web page, I wanted to show you several options. This is my EmmaWright.com web. I do not have the bar across. Actually, I do. It's just that with this plugin called OptimizePress, and so it's set such that it will pop out after a few seconds, but it will only pop up when I'm a new visitor. And since I've already visited this site today or sometime this week, I set it such that it's only for new visitors or for someone who hasn't visited the site for more than a week. Instead of just having the bar across, I also have it such that you can have it this way too, even you have OptimizePress. See when it says, give me my books, if you click on it, it will pop up, and then this is how you can capture email and the name of the person. And so once they fill it in, I'm going to quickly fill mine in. You can see it'll bring you to the thank you page after I've subscribed. And this way you can also tell your subscriber what to expect, and telling them of all the other books that you might have or the other deals that you might have. Another way to set up your email capture, you can also do it this way. I'm using Thrive theme for this. These are all my blog posts. I don't have the lead capture sign up so conspicuous, but you can do it such that if you scroll down to the bottom, I have it here, send me my free download, whereby they will sign up. When they sign up, when they click on that bar, it'll bring them to this page whereby they can register for a free webinar. Or if they were here, it says build a launch website for your book in 5 minutes free. You can also do it this way, and then they can fill it in and it'll direct them to the page. If you have a blog, you can also embed a code. This is not as difficult as it sounds because I'm really untechy. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. I have it embedded right here. Another way to do it is if you actually put down bonus or sign up for your bonus. That also works. I haven't done it for this site, and I also have it on the sidebar. One more way to do it is the way I've done it here for another website that we manage. Bars across, and again, this is with OptimizePress. With this OptimizePress bar, I did not set it such that it will disappear. So it'll only disappear once I click this. If you look at the bottom, I also have a way for them to get access to the latest article, can sign up. Finally, at the bottom, there's also a place where they can put in their email and their name. The reason why I've done it this way is that Neil Patel, I believe it was him, he recommended that we have it at least in 3 different spots, at the top or in the middle, and then at the bottom. And that's the least, the number of sign-up boxes you should have. And then another one is to have it on the side. Suggested also is that if you were to have it at the top. And I kind of did it this way too. He said that one very effective way he has found is that if you see that the word free gift, if you click on it, it'll bring you to the web page whereby they can also register and get the free game plan in my instance. So these are the various ways you can do this. There is another way that you can also add in your email capture, but this is with Sumo. They have a paid and a free plan. I had him on the free plan. It used to be such that you can connect your email capture to your email, so then that way automatically capture their name on my autoresponder. But because it was free, they phased out that feature, and so now you have to pay to get that feature. Right now, even if you have the email capture, you have to download it like every week or so, otherwise you miss email subscribers. You have several options with SumoMe. First of all, you go to sumo.com. Even if you don't have a WordPress site, you can just take this script that they give you and you have to place it in the header of your HTML. Since we're doing how to set up a WordPress site, we'll just use WordPress, and you see here it says download plugin. Click on download plugin, the SumoMe plugin, and I'm going to just put down the WordPress tag over here. The next thing you need to do, go to your WordPress site that you are going to add this to. Go to plugin, put down add new, and it says upload plugin. Choose this plugin that you've already downloaded onto this. It says install now. In just a few moments it will install, and it is unpacking the package, and it says that the plugin has already been installed. You need to activate your plugin, and it says click here to set up Sumo. Only you can see this. So if you see here it says admin@authorroadmap.com. You can set up a password and you can sign in, and you will be brought to a dashboard that looks like this. See, list builder is not active. You can activate it now. For the basic plan, it is free, and you can have A/B testing, and you can actually have a whole selection of templates. There are a few things which of course will be lacking because it is the free account. You can just click on free. This is the pop-up that could come up on your account, but you can change this. So if I click real quick, you can choose what kind of design you want. For this, we are going to say collect emails. And then the form type, you decide whether you want it to be a pop-up, a scroll box, an inline form, a click trigger pop-up, a welcome mat, or a smart bar. I want to show you how you can use the smart bar. It'll look like this across your page. How you'll design it, you click on design and you decide what kind of design you want. I'm going to use this one. It's going to be orange. Sometimes people don't see these opt-in boxes because they kind of get numb to it. They've seen so many of them around. The next thing is you can figure out if you want it to be sticky. That means the smart bar moves along with the reader. You can position it at the top or at the bottom. We want to have it at the top over here, and then you can decide when you want to show it. Show if a visitor hasn't seen a smart bar in 1 day, 2 days, or always show. Person hasn't been to the website for more than 7 days, you show the smart bar again. You can also decide what kind of rules you want to display. Under the smart mode, it will decide for you when is the best time and the best place to show the form. Go along with the smart mode. So you can click this. These are the rules. By default, the forms will show everywhere until a rule is added. So you need to add a new rule to get started. I'm actually not going to add this new rule. And so this is just fine. Under the success, for the subscribe success redirect, you may want to put in a thank you page here. This is a new account. They will not be linking this emails to your CRM or your autoresponder, which is fine since we're just doing a basic one right now. They have several emails that you can connect it to. And here's active campaign. Oops, it says that's a pro service. So you can upgrade to pro if you wish. I wanted to show you what the pro would be like. If you click on it, you will see that the pro is $29 a month. I recommend that when you're starting out to just use the free option here. You may want to take a look at some of the other features that they have here. Let's say you want to create the contact form is not active, so you can also activate a contact form. So you can design the contact form, and it would look like this. You can have it as like a mail, or you can also choose the kind of size that you want, and then send us a message, which is also fine because basically this is for people who want to contact you. You can change the heading font color right here, which is over here, and that's the form button right there. And so now we have to connect it. This is with an email integration. This is not for those on a basic plan. So now if we go to our site and we take a look, you can also use the share buttons. That's also free. If your visitors click on it, they can share it onto their Facebook page. So you need to click on the share button and this form will come up and it says, would you like to connect to Facebook now? If you say yes, press activate and you need to connect. Click the button and log into your account to allow Sumo to pull your Facebook share button. Say share, and you can use public if you wish, and says okay, and so you've logged in now with Facebook for SumoMe. You may also want to include your Twitter handles. For the image sharer, you can also activate it now. For the highlighter, activate that now. Who can create highlights? Anybody or just me? Just me. So this is what it'll look like. So when this comes up, you can basically highlight a text from your website, and then you can tweet it or share it. You can also change the colors that you want. I think for me, maybe I'd prefer something like this, and I can connect it. So if you look at the corner here or the side here, and if you need any questions or any help, you can click on this button on the right. If you click on the dashboard, we have created the list builder, which is to collect emails. And then, of course, we have to make it live. And you can edit it. And also you can come here and you can download your CSV file for whoever has opted in on your page using this particular form. And you can pause it at any time that you want. You can also create new forms. You may want to have a get social shares form, or collect info with custom codes, or just even change the form type. You might want to have a pop-up. You go to next. You may decide that you want it to look different like this. And visibility, you decide how you want it. So it shows the pop-up is after 5 seconds. Maybe we'll make it a little bit more. And if a visitor hasn't seen a pop-up in 1 month, we'll show it again. Where do we want to redirect them to? I'm going to have a thank you page here, and I'm going to place it here so that my subscribers will get to see a thank you page for subscribing. And that's a good idea because then they know that everything's gone through. So the last thing, click next, make it live. Now we've created 2 opt-in boxes. One at the top, the other one is a pop-up. Let's quickly take a look at our website. At the side, your visitors will be able to click on one of these to share the link and see how the pop-up appears. Subscribe now or no thanks. You can actually also change the information that you want here. You can go back here, clone the form, create it, or re-edit it. You can even turn it off or on. It asks you always show it. You may decide to always show it. Finally, you just keep on clicking next. Since this is a free plan, you just have to click make live. This is the first one. Sorry. Oh, there you go. Now we can see how the SumoMe bar comes on after about 10 seconds. You may do it immediately too if you wish. And close this. Be sure to connect your Facebook, your Twitter, your Google+, your Pinterest, so that your visitors can share it however way they want. It'll also appear here in the middle. This bar is what they call a sticky bar, in a sense that even as you scroll down, it doesn't disappear. Okay, that's all for now. I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial to create your own WordPress website with its own custom domain name, as well as create an email opt-in bar at the top, either using the hello bar or the SumoMe plugin, plus the bonus to create your own pop-up on your page. But it's really quite effective when done right, and SumoMe really knows what they're doing. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so you won't miss my next author business video, and visit your authorbusiness.com website to collect your free goodies. Bye-bye.